Okay, now the traffic's got moving a little bit more freely. Not fully yet, so I think there is still some kind of obstruction up ahead. Yeah, if you look ahead, I can see a lot of brake lights, cars starting to just box together a little bit close. So again, I'm just keeping my distance up ahead. Yeah, since I last spoke to you, there was another, like a highway, like a traffic officer, like an highways agency sort of vehicle that went past on the left hand side. So I anticipate there's something up ahead. Still can't see anything. It's moving a little bit better, so whether the obstruction, whatever it was, has been cleared, and it's just taking a little while for the traffic to recover, essentially, to start to build up its speed again. Okay, right, and now the left lane's clear. I'm just going to pop my left indicator on, check my left mirror, left blind spot. I'm going to move over because I'm going to be coming off the next exit up ahead shortly on the left, so because it's busy, it's a good idea probably to get into my left hand lane early, just to anticipate it's going to get a little bit busier up ahead. Car ahead. What are you? Oh, goodness me. Yes, so the car ahead pulled in a little bit early on me there, made me brake just because I kept a little bit of distance. People sometimes see that as a space that they can pull into, but I've held my distance back, just anticipate they might do something silly further down. Yeah, I can see a lot of brake lights up ahead. I'm just going to brake just a bit earlier here. Just drop a gear to 3. Now I'm below 30. Just staying on my brake. Into gear 2. Now I'm below 20. Just again keeping a little bit of distance between me and what's going on ahead. Yeah, still can't really see any sign of a broken down vehicle or anything up ahead yet, or any reason why we were queuing. Just popped it back up to 3. Now I'm above 20. Oh, no, there's another one there, decided to pull in. Yeah, it's honestly, you're supposed to leave a gap, but then you do see people just see it as a pulling in gap constantly. So try not to let it affect you too much, because what you're doing, you're keeping your distance between you and the vehicle in front. You're keeping safe. There's no chance of you going into the car in front. But just get a bit frustrated when people keep pulling in constantly into that sort of safe. You're basically leaving a safety gap. It's not really a space cars should pull into, but it does happen a lot. Right, I'll get it back into gear 4 now. I'm just above 30 now. But again, just try not to build my speed too much. It's still quite slow moving up ahead. Right, I'm going to come off this next junction. If you notice on the left there's a green sign with 2 white diagonal lines on it. That's 200 yards to the junction. This next one is 100 yards, just coming up now. So I've popped my left indicator on, check my centre on my left mirror, drifted in, and then that's fine there. Okay, now I'm going to be coming off the next exit again, so I'm not going to start overtaking. You notice there's a few cars started to overtake there. So I've got my 2 lines here on the left, and then my 1 line just coming up on the left again there. So I'm coming off this junction. So again, centre left mirror, signal no later than that 100-yard sign. Looking for the dotted lines which are there, drifting in, and then cancelling my signal. Now, okay, roundabout sign just on the left there. It says reduce speed now, but I'm only doing 40 miles an hour, which feels fine at the moment. Okay, so let's just see where this roundabout is. There we go, yep, little white sign there with a circle on it. That tells me the sign is coming up. I'm going to carry on ahead, look at the markings on the floor. So ahead and left from this left lane. Okay, so bit of brake, get my speed below 20 miles an hour. I'm going to go from 4 to gear 2, off my clutch, let it roll, 30 sign just on the left there. Yep, looks clear to my right. Keep in the middle, which then becomes the outside lane. Centre left mirror, indicate left. Right, I notice the flashing sign on the left. The time is 10 past 3, so I'm anticipating there's going to be a lot of school traffic. Staying in the left lane, because I'm going left, if you can see here. Left only markings that we just went past. Okay, so I'm just going to keep my speed steady for now. Now, if you look ahead, it looks fairly clear, no, the flashing sign, so I'm just going to get up to 3, but I'm going to keep it around about the mid-20s for now. Big truck on my left, just check my centre left mirror. I just moved a little bit into the cycle lane there because that big truck decided to pull out. Yeah, because it says 20 miles an hour there, but it's only an advisory sign. Now I can see there's a school crossing up ahead, so I'm just going to ease off. So it's a lollipop lady or a school patrol officer to give them their official time on the left there. Yeah, there's no pedestrians on either side, so that looks okay. I can still see a few school children on the right hand side, and the crossing ahead's just gone to red. So below 20 mile, I'm just going to drop down to 2 again. Yeah, so those school signs, it's not a compulsory 20 because the sign isn't a 20 sign in a red circle, which is an order, it's compulsory. But I kept it slow just because of I was passing, there's a primary school on the left, and now there's a high school coming up on the left sort of as well. So handbrake on. Just popped it into neutral while the crossing was on as well. Okay, clutch in gear 1. Handbrake off first because I'm not on an uphill. Gas and biting point. Off I go. Okay, so it looks like I'm past the main bit of the school now. It doesn't look too congested. Not many school children around. So I've gone up to mid-20s. Still keeping it relatively slow because I've still got the flashing signs just on the right there. But if you look at it, the road looks relatively clear. So probably not a good idea to go right back up to 30, which is the maximum speed for this road. Just hanging around. Now there's a bus and a bus stop, so it's still indicating left, and there's a few oncoming cars. So I'm just dropping below 20 in gear 2. Right, there's a few oncoming cars still. I'll drop to 1. Right, yeah, still some oncoming cars. So it doesn't look safe for me to overtake this bus at the moment, particularly because there's another bus coming in. So I'll just stop it around about here, pop my indicator, handbrake on, sorry. Right, so I'm just looking at the bus's signal to see if it changes its signal to a right. It hasn't, but there's a gap, so I'm going to indicate right, check my centre right and my blind spot, away I go, watch for the front of the bus in my left mirror, there it is, and return back to my side of the road. Okay, back up to 3, just keeping it low 20s. There's always a chance there. Notice that car on the left just edged out. I'll drop back down below 20 and 2 because the road's a bit narrow. Yeah, there's always a chance with parked vehicles they can hide emerging vehicles coming out of side roads or driveways. Right.